My name's Kai Schofield. Behind me we have Tim Beliveau here. We have Ryan Fairweather, and we have Philip Bandura. And we are all members of the Be Kingdom Glass Art Collective, and we are all glass blowers by trade and training. See from some of the stuff behind me, there is a gigantic vat of molten glass, and glass blowing essentially is taking molten glass and putting it on the end of a pipe that has a hole through it, and then blowing through and shaping it with various tools. And if you look around the shop here, you can see a lot of those tools. Glass blowing is quite collaborative in order to form the glass quickly, because you only have about 15 seconds before glass cools down. You need to work quickly, so we try and get as many hands in there as possible to shape the glass. So it's better to work in teams, so you can do as much to the glass as you can. Most of the struggle within the collective, I would say, are probably taking all of our individual practices, perspectives, and needs and trying to turn it into a cohesive plan for the future. In Calgary in particular, that's kind of tough, because Calgary's rather rich and it's hard to get, and property values are so high, it's actually hard to get started, because it takes a fair amount to actually get the equipment. We built ours because we got blueprints from the technician at ACAD, but it takes about $30,000 to $50,000 to get started, and then you need a building to put over top of it. So I'd say the costs are really hard, but then also finding partners that you can work with and trust. Recently we worked with a arts festival called Pictoplasma in Berlin, and part of Calgary 2012, that festival where it was the cultural capital of Canada. They promoted to have us go and show at this festival, and what was really great there was you think Berlin would be the capital of art and everything that's cool in the art world. Little did we know that there's very little glass blowing that goes on there, so we helped start the very first arts glass blowing studio in Berlin's history. So we were like, what? The Alberta College of Art and Design, the glass program there is world-renowned because, one, it's a degree-granting program, so it's only one of a handful of schools in the whole world that offer the program. Therefore, glassblowing pros and artists from all over the world go there, and it has a quiet reputation of being an international intersection or hub for glass art. It's like Calgary's really cool and they don't even know it. Because we're homegrown, and we are very community-based, just naturally as glassblowers. So a lot of our community and our collectors are literally in our community in North Mount Pleasant and around the city, but mostly there. So, and we found that in growing that community, we've grown appreciation for art, but then also glass as well. And as a way of continuing to sort of give back to the community, but then also continue growing an appreciation for glass, we offer classes so that people can literally get like a hands-on feel for it. And also, glass as a process when you're watching is pretty intoxicating, like it's really sexy. So people, when they come to our open houses, we have about 4 a year, when they come to our open houses, they see how sort of fun and intoxicating it is. They want to see for it themselves, or they want to touch it for themselves. So we give them an opportunity to do that. We're a small facility right now. We're growing and we're moving into a new facility in the near future. But for this small facility, yeah, it was booked right away. So that was a good response.